I'd done a painting which I'd donated to a military charity because I'm very much involved with the bomb squads. Because one of my main areas of work is to do with bomb disposal, explosives, and I go around giving talks, well, when we can give talks. And she said, "Why aren't you writing fiction?" And I'd done a painting, and it was of a bomb disposal hero that I know, and he's in a desert, and in the background is a science fiction setting. It's a huge sun, great big massive sun, and the Schrodinger's cat in the background. This is a surreal painting. And I looked at the painting and I said to her, "Right, I've got my book." I just said, "Right, I've got it. I've got the idea. I'm going to write it now." And so I wrote the first one of Fields of Orion, which is an odyssey, which was that came out just over 2 years ago. And then straight after, I wrote the second in this series. It's a trilogy. Wrote the second one, and it was meant to be published early last year, but then the pandemic hit. I had to rewrite sections of the book to bring the pandemic into the plot because it's set in the present day. And the story is set, it's got a lot about terrorism and bomb disposal in it, but it is set in the current time in London and in Washington and in Iraq. So we're looking at a very current setup. Big mistake, huge. Never write science fiction about the present, because guess what happens? We have a global pandemic. Even though we predicted that in my line of work, we predicted pandemics. Well, loads of people predicted them. I mean, every other film that's been coming out has been about a blooming pandemic of one sort or another. But I had to hold off from publishing that until October. So that came out in October. And now the next one, which I'm about to publish in the next 2 days or so, is a spin-off from this set of books, but it's actually the memoir of Orion the Hunter. I have written this as Orion. So this is the memoir of Orion the Hunter. It is an erotica title. It is erotica. It's science fiction as well. It's Greek mythology, but not as we know it, Jim.